So today we're doing a deep dive into the technical docs for the Avenview HBT-C6POE-S.
That's a mouthful.
It is, but if you're listening, you probably know the pain of what I call the HDMI cliff. You know, you run a cable, you go just a few feet too far, and poof.
Digital sparkles or just nothing.
Mm.
It's the classic signal degradation problem. Copper it fights back after a certain point.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack how this Avenview device gets around that cliff. It's an HDBaseT extender.
And that's the key. We're not just talking about a simple signal booster here.
No, the specs use this term, 5-play convergence.
Right. And convergence is really the word. HDBaseT technology is a whole different ballgame. Instead of just pushing a fragile HDMI signal, it modulates it, basically converts it to run over a standard internet cable.
Your everyday CAT5E or CCS?
Yes, CAT5E, 6 or 7. And that's how they get to 5 completely different signals running through that single thin cable.
Okay, let's break that down. The big one, obviously, is video. What are we looking at?
The pipeline is pretty impressive. It handles 3D, full 1080p at 60 Hz with 36-bit deep color. Now, it does do 4K.
Ah, but there's always a but.
There's a small one. It's 4K at 30 Hz.
Okay, so that's perfect for movies from a Blu-ray player or streaming, but probably not what you want for your, say, high-end gaming PC.
Exactly. It's a bandwidth trade-off. But that video comes with lossless audio. We're talking Dolby True HD, DTS-HD master audio, the full home theater package.
And the range is what really sells it for custom installs. The spec sheet says 100 meters.
That's 330 feet.
330 feet? I mean, how? A really good HDMI cable starts to flicker at, what, 25 feet?
It's all in how the data is packaged. HDMI uses something called TMDS, which is, let's just say it's very sensitive to timing over distance.
Yeah.
HDBaseT modulates the signal more like actual internet traffic. It's just way more robust.
And since we're using an internet cable, I'm guessing the third part of 5-play is actual internet.
You got it. It's 100 Mbps Ethernet pass-through.
That is a lifesaver for smart TVs. You mount a TV on a wall 50 feet from your router, you're probably in a Wi-Fi dead zone.
For sure. But here, you're hardwiring the TV through the exact same cable that's sending its picture. You're sort of killing two birds with one wire.
Speaking of streamlining, the feature that really jumped out to me is the Power over Ethernet, the POE.
Ah, the installer-friendly feature.
I'm looking at the diagram, and the receiver, the little box behind the TV, it has no power input.
Correct. The transmitter unit, which sits back in your media closet with your cable box, sends 24 volts of power right down the CAT cable to the receiver.
That is huge. You know, when you mount a TV, you're already fighting for outlets. You've got the TV, a soundbar. The last thing you want is another clunky power brick.
This completely eliminates it. It keeps the whole setup behind the TV incredibly clean.
Okay, so we've got video, audio, internet, and power. What's number 5?
Control. It supports bidirectional IR and also RS-232.
That's the magic wand effect.
Yeah.
You can point your normal remote at your TV.
And that signal, anywhere from 30 to 50 kilohertz, gets shot all the way back down the cable to the closet where the actual cable box is.
Oh, it preserves the illusion that all your gear is right there, even if it's 300 feet away.
Exactly. And the units themselves are tiny, just over 250 grams each. Easy to hide.
So it really does solve the whole distance problem by turning a cheap, simple C cable into this high-speed multimedia pipeline.
It does. But, you know, thinking about this 5-play tech, it raises a really interesting question for the future. Well, think about what we just said. A single Ethernet cable now carries 4K video, lossless audio, high-speed internet, control signals, and the electricity to power the device at the other end.
Right.
So if that power delivery standard just keeps getting better, are we heading toward a future where we don't even need standard electrical outlets behind our TVs anymore? Why would you if the data cable provides everything you need?
A house with nothing but data ports in the walls. That is a wild thought. Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.